Jams #1 for hip hop and R&B. Crockett Show on your radio is going down right now. Delaware and Scooby Show, man. We told y'all we gonna have some special guests in the studio, man. We got the legendary Pimp C, and he brought some surprise guests with us, man. What it is, Pimp?
Man, it's really going down in the South, you know what I'm talking about?
What's good with you, man? Pimpin Ken in the building too. What up, man?
Hey man, big ups to you, man, you know?
What's going on? Pimp C, man, it's good to see you back out here, man. Do your thing, Pimpin.
Yeah, man, it's good to be seen, man. You know what I'm talking about? We out here reaping the benefits and receiving our blessings, you know what I'm talking about? And staying prayed up and papered up.
That's the business, man.
Putting it in these boys' faces and in their ear holes, you know what I'm talking about? It's a 24/7 job. You know, first of all, we couldn't do it without the grace of God. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that, I'm just, I'm blessed and lucky to still be involved in this game after 15 long years and still be connected with real people all across the board like Ken and, Bun B and Jay Prince and all the rest of the fellas. You know, me and Young Buck just did something together, you know what I'm talking about?
That's good stuff.
We hadn't been united since he was about 16 or 15 years old. We was working way back when he was down with Big Dog and Biz. R.I.P. Big Dog, R.I.P. Bizzo. Know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
That's the business going out tonight at King's Club, man. And you putting it down tonight, too. You said you're going to do a few songs and host it out, too?
Well, you know, we're going to sing a few hits because it's only the right thing to do.
All right.
You know what I mean? And, we've been blessed with this talent, so we got to share it with the people that go out and support us and buy these records.
That's the business.
You know, but at the same time, if you on some Mr. Magoo or some goofy section of the newspaper, you just go on and stay home because we don't want to have nothing to do with you.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about? If you're going to come out with that old boo-boo, you know what I'm talking about? Just go on, stay home. But if you coming out and you showing love and you on some player stuff, man, then we gonna holler. Hey, man, pimping is not a contact sport, man. Don't touch me, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, for real, man. All of those touchy-feely, man, let's don't do that. You know what I'm talking about? Shaking hands is the nastiest thing a person can do with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna dap it up. We gonna keep it player. We gonna keep it moving, man. But hey, man, I do want to have contact with my people. I love to have contact with my folks. But all that slapping Young Pimp on the back and all that old, we ain't gonna do all that tonight, man. We gonna keep it player, man.
That's the business. What's going on, Ken, man? What's good with you, man?
Oh, man, you know me, man. Just same old thing, man. You know, trying to, win with a smile, you know what I'm saying? Just like I lose with a smile, go out in the same style, you know what I mean? That keeps it pimping, man, you know what I mean? 24/7, www.pimpinken.net. Sell it to us drip, drop, wet. Believe that.
That's the business, man. There's a lot of pimping going on around here, man. A lot of pimping.
Big pimping.
You know, man, I was in that county jail. I sat in that county jail for a whole year. A lot of people, got ghosts on me during this 4-year stint, man. You know, Ken came down there and subjected himself to searches and the way they discriminate against us and the way they treat us down there in that system to come down there and see me while I was in that system. Yeah. And he did everything he could do to come down there to the penal system to see me, but the system was so corrupt and so caught up till there was no way to get him in there. You know, that say a lot about a man's character. You know, it's only real and fake, man. There's no in-between in this life, man.
Believe that.
Cowards gonna die every day, all day. And real is gonna live, man, and die once. You know, if you a stand-up citizen, man, be that, man. You got people and they locked up, man, stick by your folks. If you got a couple dollars, it ain't but $10, man, put something on their books, please, man. Commissary is very necessary, man. And if I learn anything from this trip that I just took, this concrete vacation, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, I've been to Penn State University, you know what I'm talking about? And I found out about the hearts of men. I found out who was really dying and who wasn't. And you know something else that's startling? I found out that the black females are more real than the males, man.
Believe that.
On a large and a small scale, the women ride harder than the men, man. The same women that we disrespect on every level of the game. So, man, get yourself together and check out what you're doing, man. You know, we use language and we talk and we have fun on records, but records is wrestling, man. It's 80% wrestling. These fools is Hulk Hogan and the junkyard dog. You know what I'm talking about? But on a real level in the streets, how you carry yourself and how you hold yourself and how you talk to people, man, got a lot to do with what you're going to get back. You serve sugar, man, you're going to get some back. You serve vinegar, you're going to get pickles.
That's the business. Now, Pimp, man, you wise in the game, man. You've been in this thing for a minute. With the Southern movement taking off as strong as it is, man, there's a lot of, some people, they getting a little salty in other places and things like that. But this Southern movement is so strong, man. How can we keep it going without letting it go, man?
Okay, so let's research why it is the way it is.
All right.
For a long time, the East Coast dominated what they call hip-hop music. And then it went to the West, and they had their run in the 90s with the gangster-style music. But the bottom line is this. There is more South and Midwest states than there are East Coast and West Coast states put together.
Okay.
Without us, they sell no records. Without us, they take no tours because they have no reason to leave. Okay, so now, after saying that, for years and years, these people would come on promo tours and disrespect us when they came down here. They would come down here, treat our women bad, try to run through them, trash our hotels, try to put their jewelry up in our faces and, really try to handle the rest of the country. When they go back up to New York, they act like they got some sense. But they come down here and act, wow, man, you noticed that? Did you notice that?
It's pretty different.
Okay, so then what ended up happening was, then we started hearing records where boys were straight telling us, y'all ain't real hip-hop. Y'all don't know the history of hip-hop. Y'all don't carry backpacks. Y'all don't ride trains. I feel like they was doing down our backs and our necks and TTing on our legs when they was doing that because we was the ones buying their records.
Yeah, and holding them up.
At a certain point, people said we tired of that. We tired of catering to you. So then what started happening when they come on promo tour, they getting their heads bust and they getting their jewelry took and they getting treated with disrespect. But it's what they gave that brought it back. They served us vinegar. They got pickles back. You know what a pickle look like? That's what they got back. You know what I'm talking about? So now what then happened is we got our own style. I coined the term country rap tunes because it's a hybrid of what the hip-hop people was doing. It's not gangster music because we not on that. It's more from a street perspective, a hustling perspective, and trying to have some money. So I coined the term country rap tune because we country and they rap tune. We don't ride no trains, we grip on grain. You know what I'm talking about? We won't carry no backpacks, we whip Cadillacs. You know what I'm talking about? And me, myself, and Bun, and a few other good men made it cool to be country. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And so now it's the thing to do. Now you got East Coast rappers trying to rap like us. I'm not the only one that hear it. You hear it too. They done slowed their groove down. They trying to talk country. You know what I mean? So now it's cool to be like us. Because now they want to be down again because they didn't realize what's going on. But we don't want them back. So now what's happening is we down south are buying our own records. We got our own fan base. We got our own stars. And a bunch of people are feeling left out. It's their own fault. And they salty. And I predict in the next year or so, they going to start dissing and saying names. You know what I mean? Because right now they already dissing. They just not saying names. They hiding.
Yeah.
But it's going to come out because, the statement is, how long you been holding that in, man? But the real deal is this. They up there starving. They don't have no grass in their yard. And we down here living in many mansions and driving Bentleys, man. I just wrecked a Bentley and parked it in the grass, man. Told the insurance people to come and fix it and bought a brand new red one. Then I called Miami and bought a Phantom. I ain't even got a record out. I just come home from the pen. I just did 4 years and I ain't did nothing illegal. Now tell me that this ain't beautiful down south. And the way I did it was rap hustling, moving around and being close to the streets and being close to my folks. I mess with the underdogs, man. I rap with the underdogs. You got about this much money. I know y'all can't see it out there, but if you got about this much money, we can get it on. And what I'm gonna give you gonna be able to whip it up, and from 36 get you 55 and come on up in this rap game. So man, get your mind on it, man. Let's do this.
That's the business, man. Y'all heard from Pimp C, Pimpin' Kid. It's going on tonight at King Club. Your boy C Wiz in there. Slim, what up with you, man? Right. It's going on tonight, man. You already know. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming up here. I wish we could have some longer time, man. We got to get to this thunderstorm. But we're going to see you tonight, though. Appreciate y'all, fellas.
Man, y'all need to be on the lookout for me and Pimpin' Kid. We got about 5 movies in the works. Okay. And it ain't going to be none of this mispimping and falling in love and kissing on the mouth either. It's going to be some real stomp down, stand on the neck and get some checks, man. Know what I'm talking about? Cause hey, me taking it nationwide, man, and we so positive and great. We so blessed, man. You know, hey man, Ken is a tremendous businessman, man. He got his hands in daycare centers and doing positive things in the community. We giving back. We putting scholarships together.
Ghetto Streets to Executive Suites.
Yeah, Ghetto Streets, Executive Suites, Pimps Up, you know, the other thing, and you know, HBO, they all getting at us. It's great. Hey man, MTV was just talking to me the other day, you know what I'm saying, about doing something, man, you know. So hey man, it's great, and we blessed to be in a position where we can help our people put some money in their pockets and show love and give love back to the folks that show love to us.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Pimp.
What's up?
A lot of rappers nowadays, they talk about pimping, and then on the next song they talk about tricking all their money off in a strip club.
Yeah,
well, what you think about that?
Now.
I think that it's a misconception of what a gigolo is and what a player or a real, you know, manager is about. You know, so if you know nothing about what you're talking about, it's going to be hard to represent it and hard to stay right on track. So, you know, you have to excuse some of these guys because, like I told you, 80% of this rap is wrestling. And if you have never had the opportunity to be around real PIs like Ken or somebody to pull your coat when you're going astray, like I have, or like some guys have, or if you're not truly in it and you talking about a lifestyle that you know nothing about or you have no ties to, it's going to be hard to keep it 100%. So, you know, what you're saying is that they 60 or 70%, then on the next song they talk about freaking with a broad for free. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, that's a mistake, but you got to cut them some slack, man, because, you know, they don't know no better. You know, so what the thing to do is that when real folks hear that, the thing to do is to pull those rappers to the side and pull their coat like Captain and Charles did me back and did Short, you know what I mean, and pull the nigga coat and like, hey man, sometimes y'all be right on with the pimping and then y'all just go way over here, man, and just muddy up the whole affair. You know, so, you know, I try to keep it as authentic as I can, but you know, hey man, that's just part of the music. And at the end of the day, it's all entertainment, man. You know, you can't expect for these boys to be all the way true to it, man, you know. So, you know, shit. I don't knock them, man. If somebody asks me my opinion or asks what I think about it, I try to steer them in the right direction. But let's don't beat them up or knock them, you know. Let's just, you know, take it for what it is, entertainment. You know.
And it's good you asked that question, because me and Pimp, we used to talk about this a lot before he went to jail, about how that gray line, how they go from the pimping to the freaking to the pimping to the freaking. Let me tell you something, man. There's one thing that every rapper need to know, that is purse first and ass last. If you're going to take a chance, get your money in advance. You know what I'm talking about? So if you're going to break on a hoe, you got to have a hoe to break a hoe. You know what I'm saying? And then that's where your pimping really begin. And where pimping begin, friendship end. You know what I'm talking about? You can't be friends on both ends. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you can't have no bitch and kissing her all in the mouth and fucking all the time and then think, you know what I mean, you're going to send the bitch out there to sell a cock. Because what's going to happen, the bitch going to get used to you. And getting used to you is just like loving you. And once the bitch start loving you, then that's fucked up the whole process. Then you understand me, the bitch ain't hoeing now, she hoe-boing. The bitch ain't hoeing, she tippy-toeing, you know what I'm saying? And that fucks up the whole game, man. You know, you got to stay hard on the bitch, rock solid, you know what I'm saying? And let that bitch know at all times that you got to have that money. You understand what I'm saying? She got to be a hoe for you to be a pimp. Now, I agree with Pimp when he say, you know, a lot of this shit is not 80% wrestling. Okay, well, the thing about this here, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like Pimp said, you know, once you get a hoe, and you breaking on that hoe, man, you can't run out of pimping, man. You know what I mean? You can't turn into McGilla Gorilla, you know what I'm talking about? You can't turn into Pablo Escobar, you know what I'm talking about, and be on the track with the taco stand with the sombrero hat talking about some you Mexican pimping, you know what I mean? Gotta let a hoe be a hoe, like Willie D said. You know what I'm saying? It's pimping, man. So, you know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep on rapping about this shit. But one thing I can say about my man, I know he got